Okay, this one should also be a relatively quick lesson, guys. Voice leading, we kind of talked about it in lesson 1 of this unit already. Not only do you have to use the right notes in a chord, of course, but generally it's good practice to have a melodic line and to have things move not in too jumpy a fashion. All right? And that's what they're talking about in this gray box here. So I could play a D minor 7 to a G7 to a C chord with relative ease. I mean, I could play it as written in the left-hand side. It says in this example, the chords have been harmonized without thinking about voice leading. All right, so when I play it as written, I'll get D minor to a G7, and then a C. Okay, so I'm going to have this. However, the example to the right, the voice moves smoothly to the closest available note in the next chord. Notice the right hand doing something of a melodic line, A, B, C. And it's the same chords, but voiced differently. So when I play D minor 7, G7, C in this fashion, I get this. And then... and hear that smooth motion, A, B, C, as opposed to the left-hand side, which gives us F, jumping up to a B, and then an E. It's much more pleasant to the ear to have. Okay, the first example again. Oh, sorry. Let's try again. Versus, how am I doing? Sorry. Okay, so to have that melodic line just makes it that much more pleasing to the ear. And that's generally what we're going for when we're creating piano parts. Yes, we want to have the right notes, but we want to have a pleasing set of right notes that are voiced in a way that really help the listener enjoy the music that much more. So, your challenge in this exercise, write the following chord progressions using blocked chords, using good voicing and leading principles. You can have only one note in the left hand. You can have 2. If you want to include the 5th in the left hand, you are welcome to do that, or you can just have the left hand in octaves, or just one root note. Whatever you'd like to do is fine. The right hand, of course, that's where the more thinking comes in. How are you going to voice these notes? What is the right hand? What is the top note going to be? And how can you move melodically and smoothly from one chord to the next while including some sense of melody and some sense of line, horizontal line. Just like we have here in the right-hand example, A, B, C creates a horizontal music, as opposed to this leapy, jumpy, individual chord, blocky kind of sound. Give it a try. Again, note your musical settings here. Your first example is in the key of D major. I see 2 sharps. I see D and D. D and D. So we're certainly in the key of D major. The next example is in D minor. Again, I see D minor, G minor, A7, and D minor. That's 1, 4, 5, 1 in D minor. Okay, this A7 chord will have an accidental. We'll have the raised 7th of the scale, or a raised 3rd of the triad because it's a major chord. And then we have 3 flats. We are in the key of C minor here. Okay, we're starting and ending on C minor, which tells me we're in C minor. And we have a D diminished triad, so give that a go as well. You know what diminished triads are, and if you forget, you can have a look, or you search online. You can find that information, of course. But give it a try, and we'll catch you in the next lesson. Ask any questions, of course. Shoot me an email. Say, Mr. V, help with this chord, this voicing, whatever is going on, and we can get carrying on with that in that sense, okay? Take care, guys. We'll see you in the next lesson. Bye-bye.